So coming back to where we left off, where did we leave off? It was Io's. It was a failed action, if I recall, and then Io, you still have bonus action. Or no, sorry, the wisdom save.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I did fail the wisdom save.
Okay, you got it. Oop, jeez. Sorry. Yeah, so both Gwen and Nalani, you see Io disappear. You still take the bonus action. So, Io, you pop out there as well.
Okay. I think Io was actually not going to immediately use his bonus action.
Okay, so do you end your turn?
I do end my turn.
You got it. We want to make sure we blitz forward because we lost some time on there. So
yeah.
Cool. All right, it is Nalani's turn. Nalani is going to try his best to run forward. Unless, Gwen, you want to just instruct him to do something else.
I think Gwen would shout out if she had a chance. There's no use trying to get to him. Take care of the other things.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I will say, coming back to this little thing, I will say your... well, I'll leave it on for the sake of this. Okay. So what do you want Nalani to do?
Is there still a intellect devourer there?
Yep. Can you see that? Obviously,
okay. Now we're there.
Now, but yeah.
Now I can see it. I'll just point at that one and go see if you can take it out.
Okay. You got it. So he will aim for the closest one, the easiest one to hit. First one definitely hits. And we'll actually roll damage for that first one. Oh, jeez. Okay. Mitch, you're killing me, man. Wherever you are. Okay. So that is 6 plus 6 is 12 points of damage on this one that already actually had not taken any hit. Okay, cool. And I'll say, so I will say, oh no, that was only first attack. The second attack also hit, so I'll just keep going at that same one. 7. Yes, cool. Awesome. You see Nalani completely take out this intellect devourer here. And you see it kind of squeak and flip upside down and disappear. Awesome. All right. And I will say that ends Nalani's turn. Which means that it is our surviving intellect devourer's turn. So let's go now. Let's get 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm pretty sure these things can't move further than that. Oh, they can. We'll go 40 here. Okay. Which does not leave it in enough space to do anything. So that is the end of its turn. Okay, coming back to the top of the order. A lot of switching around. Siobhan, you're up.
Alright, well, now Io's there. And she doesn't want him to draw these beasties.
Evan, what is happening up there, buddy?
It's just there's a huge delay in the feed, and I'm trying to fix the camera, trying to reset it. So yeah, gotcha, I can turn it off if that's distracting. I'll try to figure out. Yeah,
it's all good. Siobhan, go ahead.
So she wants to go to Alastaire, but then Io appeared there, and she doesn't want to leave him alone. So we've done this before, where Misty Step will give me sneak attack. Is that the thing?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Misty Step can give me sneak attack. Is that a thing?
I think it was maybe in that instance it was just the surprise that happened in that because I think you weren't engaged. So mechanically speaking, no, Misty Step will not immediately give you sneak attack.
Because I was trying to Misty Step behind the Intellect Devourer to get sneak attack.
Yeah. Let's see who knew a bunch of stuff about it. I'll
Alastaire.
give it to you
Yori.
at this point. These creatures have blind sight.
Okay. Can she Misty Step in front of Io?
Sure.
And then I want to use my action to try to block his body and try to push him behind those rocks to get him away from the beasties. Closer
Get
to
Io
Alastair.
away?
Yes, to get him like farther away because I know he's better at range spells. And get him closer to Alastair.
Okay. I will say that would be because you haven't used your movement yet. You used Misty Step. So to grab, you said Io, correct?
Io, and try to like swing him behind those rocks towards Alastair to give him a little more range and maybe cover.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So I'll say that is a grapple, assuming that Io chooses to fail that grapple.
He'd fail that grapple because he knows
Cool.
he knows who's doing what.
You got it. And we'll say that is that will be your action, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you're grabbing Io, and you have whatever your full movement is halved to be able to move him.
I want to move him 15 feet back. Well, I want to move him in front of me behind those rocks to the north closest to Alastair. So I don't know if that's 15 feet, but if I can swing him around in front of me and kind of like try to get him some cover, I still want to be out
so
exposed.
you can move right. You can move 15 there.
Yes.
And I would say that you can probably shift him anywhere within those squares.
I want to shift him to the square
Or
closest to
replace-
Alastair.
Okay.
Oh, with
So like right here.
I want to be in front of him though. I'm still blocking him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm confusing you. I'm
That's
trying to move him in front of me to get him range and still try to get him to cover or provide cover because I know he's a ranged.
Right.
I fought with
Cool.
him enough. He's really good at ranged. And
Does
he's
that
really squishy.
is that where you're wanting right there?
Can I move one to the... I don't know if it's your left, but left. Away from the rocks.
Away from the rocks?
Yes, just one.
Okay.
No, just me.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Overcomplicating this. There we go. That's
all
it.
good.
I'm done. Off my soapbox.
All right. Cool. Io, you feel Siobhan's tug as she appears out of nowhere, pulls and like grabs your arm and spins you around to that side. Siobhan, you can say something to Io in this instance.
I'm just gonna gesture towards Alastair and be like, get him to figure this out. He already made one disappear. Make him get us out of here.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Alastair, is your turn.
Alastair seeing Io here, Yori here, Siobhan nearly dead. We're gonna crawl out from underneath the little archway. Put the cane down on the ground, both hands on it, like leaning forward on it, and whatever mental ability or concentration that I'm using to not have a twisted leg, I just want to be regular Alastair in this moment. And close my eyes and whisper, "Stop this," to the other one if he can hear me.
Can you be more specific on who you're talking to?
I would call him Hothir.
That's not what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. The other Alastaire.
So the one that you saw at the top of the hill.
Yes, the one I saw at the top of the hill.
You got it. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I know we have to be specific. You'll
Yep.
find that way. Okay. Interesting. Can you tell me what your intelligence modifier is?
+5.
+5. Okay, go ahead and roll it.
It's an 18 +5, so
Jesus, dude. You guys are
23.
killing it right now. Okay, cool. He rolled a dirty 20. You hear a significant thump, from this whole place. You actually, like I said, I think looking at the like right above the bridge that Yori is on disappears. I will say you see things start to shift around. You see the intellect devourer that was here is now disappeared and replaced with this giant rock here. And then you see things have shifted around, and it looks like it is collapsing in on itself. In some ways, you feel like one more good hit of that might do it.
okay.
I'll say, Gwyn, on your side, you notice like Alastaire kind of just do like a little bit of like a like a neck twitch. As you see, he has still not moved from his spot. And I think you see him take like you see him take one step forward. But yeah, he definitely heard that. Let's say that's your action.
Yep. That's everything.
You got it. Cool. So switching back, it is now Gwyn's turn.
Okay. There's like a tree stump that's to my left that has a flat top. Is it actually flat like that?
No, none of these
Okay.
trees are missing their stumps.
That's fine.
Just,
Didn't need it to be. She's gonna fly over and
just
go
my
down.
terrain coordinator has just been slacking.
It's fine. She's gonna fly over to in front of that tree, down to the ground, and she's gonna sit and pull out a book and just start reading. And she is terrified beyond belief in this situation, but she is acting as if it is just a day in the park. And I think she'll read for just a few seconds and look up at him and just give him like the same little smirk he's been giving us. And just say, well, if the real action isn't starting yet, I might as well get some entertainment and just go back to reading.
Gwyn, you have Alistaire's number right now. Please go ahead and roll me a. This is different. I'm gonna have you use. Where is your like your just fucking slyness? I do not have your sheet in front of me. What do you want to use to roll for this?
Persuasion is better, but I feel like this is either more deception or performance at this point.
I do think it's either deception or performance.
Yeah, and that modifier is the same. So we're going to say this is performance.
You got it. And you have advantage.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to use my DM inspiration.
Okay.
Those were terrible. It was a 2 and a 5. That's an 18, so plus 5 is 23. Ooh.
Okay. Wow. I was stalling to figure out what happens. Go ahead.
And that will be the end of her turn. Just read in her book.
Okay. With a 23, you can tell that you're getting to him. He knew you would figure this out. He knows that you're smart, but he didn't think you would figure it out this quickly, and he certainly didn't think you would react this way. He wants you to fight. He wants you to be scared. He wants you to be in pain. He wants all these things to happen. And he is going to step forward and realize that if you're not going to do it to yourself, he's going to try to do it for you.
Yeah. That was the intention.
But he's going to do so with disadvantage. Okay. Jesus. Okay. All right. So first roll was a natural 16. The second one was a natural 2. As you feel a we'll say this is the equivalent to Mind Whip, which I know is a saving throw, but we'll say he was kind of attacking you with it. You feel like a lasso kind of like lashes out around your body. Tell me how you break from it.
I think she just sort of ducks down and sort of rolls to the side, and now she's just reading on her stomach, as you do. Feet kicking up in the air.
Amazing. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would definitely be enraging. Another turn wasted by the big bad. Very cool. Yeah, you see he is seething right now. Yes, I did. I did skip their turn. Cool. So we'll say, I think I meant for this to go here, which I'll say it does. So from now on, these creatures in this this other memory realm are going to go right after the bad Alastaire. Okay. So you see there are only 2 creatures left, but they are both going to try to make it to Alastaire himself, especially at this point. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yori, you see this is the first one goes to attack Alastaire for not great. An 11.
That does not hit.
Cool.
Yay.
First one you see kind of shoots that mouth kind of shoots out of its body, and you see as it goes to it's about to connect with you, and you see it actually start to kind of fizzle out for a second and just glitch as it seems to have it would have hit you, but it seems to have missed. The other one is going to go and attack. That is a dirty 20 to hit, which I assume hits.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on, Dice. Come here. All right. Ooh, Alastaire, you take 10 points of psychic damage.
Yori
You got
crushes a stone in his pocket and uses Cloud Rune to switch the damage from the one that attacked to the one that missed, or the one that hit the one that missed.
You got it. Cool. And because I have one of them that is marked at the -8. How much damage did I say? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. With that, yes. Cool. You see the other one goes to attack. You see a portal seem to kind of open up in front of Alastaire. Alastaire, both times you're kind of it's I mean, I applaud your AC, but it's not great, and it's really by happenstance that these things are happening. So the second attack, you kind of brace yourself as the portal kind of opens up in the right before your face as it goes through and bites fully into the secondary creature, who then screeches out, falls on its back, and dies. All right, and that is the end of their turn. Very cool, guys. Nice.
Counts as mine.
Nice.
Yori, Yori, you're up.
Yeah, Yori's just gonna pick up the maul, swing it around, and make 2 attacks on the other one right there. So See how
You
it
got
goes. First one is a 15.
15. 15. 15 hits.
Awesome. For 9 damage. And then the second one is 24 for 8 damage. So 17 total.
17 total. Very nice. So, Yori, tell me how you kill this thing.
So I'm going to sort of count both as if it was one attack. And he just takes this huge swing. And as it connects, you can kind of see the head of the hammer go into it for a second. And it just flies back right into the wall and just kind of splatters on the wall or onto the big rock. Like flies back into that huge rock and just, hits it, falls down.
Awesome.
Or disappears.
Very cool. Yeah, falls down, then disappears. Okay. As this happens, you see there are no more enemies here. You guys kind of take a quick look around all together, and you see to your right there is a very large, very ancient-looking mirror that appears in the back in the area into the back sort of cave wall. You also notice that this place is glitching out. And I will say, Alastair, it is not your turn, but I would like as things have kind of changed and we are in initiative, but we're also not in initiative. Alastair, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Oh, sweet. Natural 19 plus 1. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. Cool. With a dirty 20, you see the figure that has fallen, the last creature that's fallen. Excuse me. Allows you kind of to be able to open up to the environment around you, and you can see that it is falling apart, not in a cave-like way, in a memory-like way. And I will say, because it was above a 20, you actually get the feeling that if this persisted, you would not only be out of this room, but you would actually be out of your mind. So you need to get out of here now.
Yep. Yeah, he'll immediately start screaming and pointing for everybody to run.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. You hear that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to, does Alastair look like he is himself with like does he have like a leg brace? Does
Yeah,
it
his
seem
leg
like,
brace and everything's back on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and support, or you know what? Screw it. Yori's gonna get in front of the mirror and put out his hands as if to Alastair, as if like take my hands real quick, and if he takes them, then he's gonna like spin around and basically throw him through the mirror.
Ooh, I love
and then follow
it.
afterward.
You're full-on Aladining, do you trust me, putting your hand out. You see Alastair turn to look at you, says a questioning yes. Just kidding. That's Aladdin. Alastair, do you let him throw you?
Oh yeah, full predator handshake. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All the references.
Oh yeah.
You are thrown through Alastair, and you appear back at the same spot, in the original spot that you were in, with your friends. You see Gwen is legitimately laying down on the ground reading. Yori, I would say, because that didn't cost a ton of movement. I think you still have movement.
Yeah. Then I'm just gonna go through it myself.
You got it. All right, cool. So we'll say that ends Yori's turn. Io, it is your turn.
Well, things just keep changing and changing here.
Go, I'm right behind you.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that. And yeah, Io's gonna make his movement to go through the mirror as well.
You got it.
And yeah, I think that's it for now. Because I would say he would have tried to move her with a telekinetic pull. Or actually, can I just bring her with me?
I think we decided because we weren't sure what happened with your original boon, we changed it so you have a normal telekinesis.
Okay.
Which is
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
That's
fine.
not enough to pull someone that distance. So whatever it is, actually from your feet, you still have the feet. It's just a normal feet. But you do appear back here, and it is still your turn. You just use your movement, and I would say actually 5, 10, 15, 20. You use 20 feet.
Okay. I think from there he's actually going to use his action to call out to other Al. Wow, you just a little boy throwing a tantrum, aren't you? That's the best you got? He got all of us. What you got? And I think from there, I think he ends his turn just kind of
Okay.
looking at him.
I will say, if you want to be a super badass, you could be doing this while fighting Eldritch Blast to the intellect devour that is over there.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. That's super. I love that.
Are you sure you want to be a super badass? Are you sure?
Are you sure you want to be badass?
Yeah.
So one of those is a nat 1, but the other one's a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Awesome. Go ahead and roll for the nat 20. Is this thing taking damage yet? No.
Yeah. All right. So that's the max 15 plus. With that straight roll, do I still add my charisma modifier from agonizing blast to make it basically a total of 26 damage? Or no? Because on the die I got a 6, but since I have agonizing blast, am I adding that too?
So it's max damage plus the roll. So whatever the
Okay.
normal thing that
21.
you would have as your damage, it would be the total possible it could be.
Gotcha.
And then whatever you would roll on that attack, you're rolling those again.
Gotcha. So 21 is the damage then.
Okay, very cool. Doesn't matter. How do you want to do this? That is exactly the hit points, by the way.
Amazing.
Perfect. Like literally just standoffish, cocky, one hand, and then just shoots it dead, and then it just disappears as it punctures through the creature.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. Oh boy, cool. It is Nalani's turn. Nalani legitimately does not know what to do, so it is up to you guys what you would like Nalani to do. That could include holding his action. Your call.
I kind of feel like he would do the normal Nalani thing, which is just shoot.
Shoot
At
first,
Alastaire.
ask questions later.
You know, at
That's
other
very
Alastaire.
Milani.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You see him waste 2 shots at firing at Bad Alastaire.
Fair enough.
Cool. I don't think we've ever heard like Mitch like swear as Nalani, but there's definitely some. There's probably a lot of like euphemisms that are coming out of Nalani's mouth right now.
Were they just straight up misses, or
It is seemingly not affecting him whatsoever.
got it?
So I will say now that you're back here, Alastair, you notice this is not shield. This is not a higher AC. This is someone with a significant amount of manipulation to this scene. Cool. So back to the top of the order, I believe. Yes, Siobhan.
Yeah, you
I
don't need to switch the
would
camera.
like you. Hold on. I would like you to roll me a luck roll, please.
That's a 2.
Jesus Christ, woman!
Have I used my inspiration?
Thank God.
You may if you still have
No,
one.
I used my inspiration
Oh,
on the
and you
intellect
used
roll,
inspiration.
which didn't work.
Okay.
Can
So
someone
I
else
will
give you their
say-
inspiration?
No. No.
Please.
I think we did that when it was.
We did that when I rolled like 6
insane.
ones.
Okay, just make sure. Okay.
Yeah, we won't be able to do that every time, but okay. Siobhan,
really
you
fast.
run up to the mirror, and you haven't seen you weren't really at an angle to be able to see what people saw on the other end before they ran through. And admittedly, most of them probably wouldn't shout out what they saw, assuming that they probably saw themselves. You run up to the mirror, and you do not see yourself. You see something large, monstrous, burning purple eyes, a neck of bones, and it turns in your direction, runs up from its dimensional area beyond the mirror, and the camera sees a huge hand come out of the mirror, grab Siobhan, and pull her through. For everyone else, you see Alastaire. I think you see Alastaire, who has not been carrying his cane. Looks around and is angry, is seething, and then just you see the shoulders kind of just start to kind of relax. And actually, I'm gonna say Gwyn, Alastaire, and Io. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
21.
11.
21.
17.
Okay. Alastaire, looking at the form of yourself, and you notice slightly different clothing, no cane. You see the eyes, a very bright purple. You see him kind of sigh, and the shoulders kind of like just sort of relax, and you see a single tear come from the side of his face as he turns and limps back into the house. And with that, we're going to take our 10-minute break.
Oh my god. No, wait, I didn't even get to finish my turn. What is happening?
No, you did not.
Oh.
So as you
Heroes
guys
are
are
the
watching,
worst.
at a certain point, you will see a little teaser for our Candela Obscura campaign. Please feel free to watch that and check out episode 1 that just appeared last night. So, all right, we'll see you guys in 10.
Okay. See you in 10.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Purple Owl yet.
Almost forgot my microphone. Okay, welcome back. You guys hear me?
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Alastaire, and I'll say everyone else, as you see the rest of as you see your counterpart walk back into the house, specifically limping back into the house, you notice as you do a quick glance around. I'll say Alastaire just for the sake of like this is your place, so you notice that you're missing someone.
Where's Siobhan?
She said she was gonna be right behind me.
You left her alone?
Didn't intend to. I thought she was gonna be right behind me. I mean, she was so quick before, so
I'll spin and turn and yell at the other Alastaire that's walking away. Where is she?
You see the door close.
Gwen is going to stand up and put the book away at this point and move over to Alastaire and go, he was waiting for you. Nothing we did affected him at all. So if he took Siobhan, you're the one who will have to get her back.
He looks at everyone and towards the house, then back at Gwen specifically.
I'll be right at your side, Alastaire, but you need to make a stand. It has to be you.
Gwen's right. I'll be right there too. But it's gotta be you, man.
He looks. Go ahead.
She's just going to say, we have never asked you to be anybody but who you are. And who you are is going to get us out of this.
He looks at Yori. You could still leave now.
We're just getting to the best part.
I think he turns and starts walking towards the house.
You walk calculatedly 20 feet, wince as you take that last step. Nothing. You feel the pain in your leg seem to deepen after that 20 feet. 40 feet, it's worse. 60 feet, you the rest of you see tears in Alastaire's eyes. As I believe that first 60 feet you didn't use your cane. But you pause to take a breath as you were pain isn't necessarily, well, I guess it isn't. This is a place where the senses, everything is turned up high. And as you feel yourself getting closer to the door, you realize that your pain is also affected by that. Within 60 feet, you can't help but use your cane.
I think Gwen would, not really supporting him because I don't really think she can, but like on the side that he's not using the cane, just sort of put her hand on his shoulder as support.
I would probably be meeting him on the opposite end just to make sure he kind of has that extra support that to not.
Okay. As you approach the door, Alastair, I'd say about maybe 20 feet out, you notice that the cabin itself seems to glitch in front of you for a second, showing, I say at this point, I'll just kind of give it to you. At this point, this is not a figment of your imagination, but of his, and you see it's starting to crack.
Is it turning into like the cell that he was in before?
Still looks like a cabin.
Can I do the hand wave? Can I make it? Do I have the strength to make it go to what it should be?
I think you know that the being that you've been facing would put this where they think it should be. If you'd like to contest that, you can, but you also notice the glitching. You recognize that in yourself as a space of I'd say the other Alastaire has shown weakness twice now in front of you. 3 times if you include Gwen. You get the feeling that it's weak. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think he intentionally kind of takes 2 steps in front of Gwen and I if they're on both sides. And I know I can't outwalk you, but I think you guys get the hint that I'm going ahead of you. And I don't think he pauses. I think he gets straight to the door and throws it open. There's no pause.
Okay. As you go to push it open, you can feel it is just heavy enough to force you to have to move slowly on it. But as you open the door, Siobhan, roll me your first death save.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a 1. It's a 7.
7.
It's a 7. Yeah.
As you push this door open, it is not what you originally thought. You see there is you see walls that look very familiar, as they're like bounded by brick, but it's different than the cabin. This is clearly not the same scene. You notice that the rock sort of there's like rock formations that are kind of like connected on one side of this room in a way that doesn't make any sense. It looks like this is a spliced reality. When Alastaire was in class, did he sit at the front of the room or the back?
I think he sat in. He specifically sat, like, if you think of it like a square, in the back, like right, like always to the window.
Okay. You notice, looking up forward, you see a blackboard, a teacher's desk. You see some of the typical tools. In this way, it actually kind of looks like a memory. And the last thing that you notice, and the rest of you all see this as well, is that there is a desk that is sitting in the back right. Is the only desk here. And you see the other Alastaire sitting, not facing you, probably staring at that same window.
Where I think I'll walk halfway across the room and stop. Where is Siobhan?
I knew this was going to go one of two ways. And I knew that I was going to feel something, but not this. You're so lucky. You don't even know.
What did you do? What?
You see him turn to you quickly. Goes, "What did I do? What did I do? Nothing. Nothing for over 20 years. For over 20 years, I was stuck here. Sure, you gave me the occasional scraps here and there. I don't think willingly. I think they just fell off the table. I made you see. I made you see what your logic costs you.
Well, then you failed. I don't know what you think my logic has cost me. I know nothing I've done has ever harmed anyone else the way you have.
The lengths that you will go to be noticed. You know this. Look at you. Look at what you're wearing. You refuse to dress like anyone else here. Why? You know.
What's wrong with wanting to be seen?
You tell me.
So how does this work then? What do you... What, so what, you're just gonna... You just think that you get to just... You just to take over? You're gonna take what's mine? What are you gonna do?
It's not what I wanted. You just wouldn't listen.
Listen to what? Every time I've come here, you've attacked me.
You see him wave a hand over the front of the classroom, and all of a sudden you hear birds chirping. A garden kind of appears in place of the desks, and you see a small little Alastaire sitting on a bench. Watching his father working on a fence as you see the front of the house in the background. You see Faustus is also younger. Still as brawny as actually even more so than when you guys have first seen him. Younger, cleaner cut. What is younger Alastaire doing on the bench?
I think he's probably sketching the fence, or what Faustus is fixing. I think he's probably trying to figure out a way to. He's been fixing that fence every few weeks for as long as I've been alive.
Apologize, Glenn. I am altering your backstory just a tad.
How about it?
You see one of the larger mallets that Faustus is holding as he's kind of like driving in one of the corner posts slip out of his hands and go flying upwards. Scene slows down and freezes. You see the other Alastaire look back at the rest of you and... What would you do in this situation? If you're a little kid. You have legs. You know what's going to happen. What would you do? Doesn't wait for a response. Lets the scene continue on. The mallet comes back up, slams into Faustus' head. Faustus crumples to the ground. What does younger Alastaire do?
I think he instinctually tries to get up off the bench and falls flat on his face as soon as he tries to stand up. And then I think he just lays there, feels helpless.
Seconds go by. You see, I'll say Gwyn because you're kind of closer to your Alastaire. You see the other Alastaire, just tears streaming down his face as he's watching the same scene that you all are watching. Minutes go by. Eventually you hear Alina call out, "Okay, guys, it's probably time for lunch, huh?" You see her open the door, look out. Oh my god, oh my god. Runs over, leaps over you, Alastaire, and runs over to grab Faustus, who is bleeding heavily from the head. Honey, come on, look at me. Okay, all right.
The hammer hit him.
What?
The hammer hit him.
When? You see her like dragging Faustus and Faustus. Come, help me get your father in the house. Just, never mind. Oh my god, fucking pathetic. You see Faustus get pulled into the house. Scene washes away.
What would you have done differently? What, you weren't gonna walk over there to him? You couldn't carry him? What were you going to do?
He's our father. I would have done something. I felt the fear that you felt. But it wouldn't have made a difference. I would have crawled, ran, dug my nails into the ground until they broke off, until I found help. And you know that was just the start of it. Pushes to another scene. Alastaire sees a funeral for a family friend. Caskets moving past him. No expression. Moves his hand again. Alastaire is seeing Gwyn for the first time.
What is the point of this?
You asked. Switches one more memory. You hear the, "My God, no!" You hear a door slam as you see the scene open up to Alastaire alone in the room. Cry. Do something, you fucking coward. Everybody wants to be seen. I didn't want to do what I did. I also loved Dr. Karan, but I knew it would at least get you to see me. No matter what it cost. No matter what it would unleash. I knew I couldn't stay here anymore. Looks at Yori. You've seen them. Puts another memory up. And this one isn't necessarily a memory that you recall, Alastair, but you know that they're there. You see a desert, just wind just rustling through as you see an Alastair who is limping in the sand, clutching a photo of Gwyn. Just someday I will at least know. Someday I will at least know. Someday. Voice trails off as Alastair walks. You see behind him another one is crawling on the ground. He'll find me. He'll let me out. And you see that one collapse. Do what you're gonna do. I won't exist in your mind or anywhere else, and you can truly be where you want to be. Alone. That's the best logical option, right?
Turn and look at Io and Yori, and then at Gwen. And I turn back around and hug the other Alastair. Full embrace.
You see as you're reaching around to hug him kind of awkwardly from the side as he's still kind of like sitting in his desk. What are you doing?
It's not gonna go away, but logically speaking, it would be better to be miserable together. Maybe we can.
You know what I did. You know what I unleashed.
And you can. We, all of us, can figure out a way to fix that.
Why?
Why not? What do you have to lose? Either we do this together, or we don't do this at all. If something happens to Siobhan, then this is it.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, you can take back your hug. The next logical thing. I get it. Here, you know what? Moves his hand to the front of the class, and you see a giant mirror appear. Go ahead. You go fight him. Go ahead.
He drops the cane if he's still just, like, sitting in the chair, and I think he just, like, falls into him. I can't. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Okay, this is new for me. I need
You're the
You.
logical one. Just figure it out.
Alastair, if you're here and he's here, then who's in the mirror?
They're all aspects of you, ain't they? It's all you.
Yeah. Yes and no. I may have. I've done worse than you think. That isn't me, but it might as well should be.
Gwen's gonna go over and add herself to the hug.
Okay.
And just say, we need, logically and emotionally, we need every aspect of you. And she's looking at both of them with us.
I think at that point, Io probably also adds himself to that hug, and he gives a kiss on both Alistair's foreheads. It's like, hey, you're all Al. Gwen's right. You gotta come together. That's something that you haven't tried yet. Like the Al we know said, you can't lose anything more. And you have everything to gain.
We could figure this out. We can come to some sort of agreement, but this is where.
Okay.
This is where you need me. We need to make action now.
I didn't want to send him away. I didn't.
You said you would have done something with Faustus. This is your chance to do something now with us. Something good.
Io, you look back at Nalani. I think you're also standing back, right?
Yeah.
You look back at Nalani. Nalani is kind of like just frozen, doesn't seem to know what to do. Io say in this moment you can control Nalani, so you tell me what you're telling Nalani to do.
Nene, you and Al during this time have made a connection as well. Help us make this connection and lead our friend to help our other friend out.
You see Nalani walk up, put a hand on the other Alastair's shoulder. We'll say left hand from my perspective of thinking it. And you see just puts on the desk a little seed that blossoms up into a small little bud of a flower. Are you doing anything else?
I think he'll add. It doesn't matter what you've done. It's easy to feel like the pages of the story that have already been written are in control of the rest of the story. But the next page is blank. You can write whatever you want.
Okay. Alastair's is a very important role.
You still have bardic inspiration.
I know.
So, here's what I will say. I need you to roll a persuasion check with advantage, and you have +5 to this roll because of the friends that you have around you.
Got it. So the first roll is a natural 20. And the second roll was a 15.
Okay.
So that would be for a total of 25. I rolled it on D&D Beyond.
I
Bless
saw
you.
it. Saw it happen.
Yeah, we saw it.
I'm so sorry to do this to you guys, but Siobhan, roll me one more death saving throw.
No.
Natural 20.
It's a 2.
It just needed to not be a net one. So as you see, as you guys see this moment where the Alastaire, whom you now know fully, is in control of the emotions of Alastaire, fully breaks down, is openly weeping. You see the shoulders kind of just like sag inward as there's a very weird, surreal moment of Alastaire holding Alastaire. And about 10 seconds goes by, and you see the other Alastaire go, okay. Yeah, okay. I created this thing. We can destroy it, right? Okay. I think it'd be easier to probably pull this thing in here with us, right?
Yeah. What do you have the same? Are you're me? Yeah. You can do the same things I can do.
I am you, just dumber. Okay. All right. Well. Okay, here it goes. And just puts his hand out to the mirror. As you see nothing at first, and you just see a concentrated sort of pull from him. As you see, he just oh God, she's in there. I need help. And just kind of like elbows you.
Yeah. I will throw one hand up and try and do the same thing and pull him forward. I want my other hand to go in my satchel where I have ball bearings.
Love it. Love it. Love that.
Good.
So
Okay.
logical. I love it.
Yep.
Amazing. You both put your hands up, and you're just concentrating the way that you both know how. This is what you both know. Concentration on spells takes both logic, reason, and raw emotion. So as you do so, you see still nothing's happening just for a second, and then you see the the mirror begin to crack. One split, then another. You see a hand start to kind of be pulled through, this large purple hand, as you hear the deep guttural roars of this creature being pulled through. Okay, come on, Hothir. It's time to go to sleep now. Come on. And you see the entire half of Hothir is being pulled out as you see it screaming out. You actually see like cuts are like formed on its face as it moved through the mirror. It is actually hurt in this moment. As you see the other hand finally gets pulled through, and you see there is a leg attached to that hand, or held in that hand. As you see almost all the way out, all of a sudden just gets pulled to the center of the room. You see a unconscious Siobhan. Hothir gets up, turns, and stares at you all. And one more time, I need you all to roll initiative.
Do you want me to roll so we know when I roll my death save?
Yes.
Sure, absolutely. Roll though.
Fucking hell.
That was really low, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Of course, that's when I roll above a 10.
Are we putting them in the chat again?
Oh,
That's what
I'm
I'm
so
doing.
sorry. I put it in the wrong chat.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
I almost put it in the wrong chat, too.
Damn it.
What's your dex, Dan?
My dex is 16.
All right, you go before me.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 16. I have a +4 initiative.
We got both Alastairs side by side.
Oh, I love it so much. You guys, this is so epic. I can't even.
My heart's gonna explode. I'm so
Oh.
panicked right now. I have one roll.
Yeah, I've been stress sweating this whole time, and it's just worse all of a sudden.
But this music is excellent.
Yes.
It's so good.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now.
It's perfect for me.
I'm so fidgety right now. I can't sit still.
Me either. I can't at all.
Okay. I'll say I rolled a natural 2.
Okay.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
That was very good, guys. Oh, yeah, sorry, that music is super loud. Sorry.
That's
It's
all
great.
right.
It's for the
getting-
intro, just really intense.
Yeah.
I liked it loud.
Boy, Siobhan.
Really wish I hadn't used all my spell slots earlier.
It's okay.
Made
We
sense
are
in the
okay.
moment.
We are okay.
I can't believe I used
I'm
all
gonna
2 of
say,
mine.
if anyone has, this is fully up to you guys, but I know that Alastair has a point of inspiration, I believe. Still, anyone else has a point of inspiration to try to roll above the 20 that Siobhan has, you may.
Got it.
I used mine earlier.
Come on, come on.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
That-
I'm gonna say Siobhan's unconscious, so I'm gonna say you win the Dex battle here.
Got it.
Pretty fair. Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
You're not very dexterous when you're unconscious.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have to roll for Alastair.
Does Alastair know everybody still has what everybody still has on their person?
He
I
probably
don't think he
would,
knows.
guess,
I
but-
think he just knows what he knows you have. But you're there with everything.
Yeah, we have everything in our inventories. We've said.
Siobhan, if you're still having trouble hearing us, I would back out and come back in.
No, I could hear you guys. It was just the music was so loud. You guys were so quiet.
Is it still loud?
No, it's fine. I just had to reset. I had to go out and come back
I
in,
went-
and the
I went
music
check it.
volume adjusted.
Oh, I wonder if I should try that because it is pretty loud for me too. So. But
It's sick, but I want to be able to hear you guys.
so
Of course,
good.
yeah. 1 second, I'm gonna see. Okay,
Evan,
cool.
is yours sword magical or maul magical?
Yeah, the mix should be good now. I'm even gonna
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
actually a lot better.
That is a lot better.
I don't think. No, I don't think inscribing a rune on it makes it magical.
Okay.
Not for damage purposes
Yeah,
or anything
the
like
maul
that.
has the rune on it, but it's not technically magical because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I can do a little bit of magic damage with it, I guess.
Well, there's a magical short sword somewhere. Not
Io,
currently
you're still
used.
18, right?
Yes, I am still 18.
Ooh, baby, you guys roll hard when it counts.
This is my first
Also,
high roll for an initiative the entire campaign.
I
Even
rolled so
Siobhan
low.
rolled well.
Yep.
I
Now.
rolled low comparatively.
also,
okay.
Also
I got
Clinton.
Alastaire, Siobhan, Io, Yori. 4. Who am I missing? Quinn. Quinn got an 11. Alastair got a 10. Oh, Nalani. That's right. Man, Mitch is missing quite a session.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't believe you had all this set up tonight. This is
Yeah.
This
crazy.
is
Really
phenomenal.
cool.
This is sick. It's so good.
This is thankfully what this new setup allows me to do. So
Yeah.
Um,
it's pretty cool.
we'll say as the Dan, your voice sounds super weird again. But as you guys see Hothier kind of get up or get like pulled through the mirror, you see that the desk kind of just topples over as you hear that big sort of guttural. But he is taking this moment to kind of remove a chunk of mirror that is stuck in his face. Alastair, it is your move. What are you doing?
I am going to forget where I'm at for a minute and try and run towards Siobhan and end up falling next to her. And as I do, I will cast Spare the Dying.
That's who I'm missing. Where's Siobhan? There she is. Okay. Sorry.
Sorry. Can I retcon that movement real quick? Same thing's still going to happen. But I would say as I was walking away or taking off, I think I would reach out and touch Yori's maul, and as I'm walking, slide my hand along the whole maul.
Okay.
And you'll see it light up, and I will cast Magic Weapon on it. So that's going to get you a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
Amazing.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Are you doing that instead of Spare the Dying?
So, okay, it's a bonus action spell, and then Spare the Dying is a cantrip.
Oh, Magic
Right.
Weapons is a bonus action. Got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's really
Cool.
good.
Siobhan, within a second, you can. I'll say for the sake of this, you're breathing. You still can't open your eyes, but you actually like feel like a kind of like a gasping as you're choking. And as you're choking up, like you see like blood kind of splurt out of his mouth. Alastair, you see at this point that what you witnessed in that dream long ago was most likely what was happening. Siobhan looks very. I would say you probably see Siobhan has like a leg that is facing the wrong way.
Right.
Very, very broken up. Okay, Alastair, is that end your turn?
That does end my turn.
Okay. Siobhan is stable, but not conscious, so we're going to skip that. Io, you are up.
Okay.
Best I could do, Kiki.
What Io's going to do is he's going to rush over to exactly where Siobhan is, and is it an action or a bonus action if I want to force somebody else to drink a potion?
It's a bonus action for you to drink. I believe the consensus with people who do that that it would be an action to force someone else to drink.
Okay. So
You don't have like healing word or anything, correct?
that's correct. That's why I
Okay.
have a potion. I'm making her drink the
All
potion.
right, you guys are dancing with the devil right now.
Mhm. I know what I'm doing is risky. So you get to heal 2d4 plus 2 hit points. And
Which is
then Oh, I rolled. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
I'm the
you
one
roll
rolling
that.
for her. I didn't know that.
It's all good.
Okay. You heal for 7 hit points.
Hmm.
Nice.
Not a lot, but it's not nothing.
Right back to where I was before this.
Ooh. Chile. And then he's going to use his.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is going to be a huge retcon here. But you rolled a nat 20, and I didn't really honor that in the space of what Alastaire would have told you. Alastaire, as you're running up, so we're just going to kind of pull back a little bit. Sorry, we're going to probably go back a couple turns based on this. As you're running up, Alastaire, you hear you hear other Alastaire yell to you. Basically, just resources don't matter here. For you, just do what you can do. Translation: you do not need to spend spell slots here.
Got it. In that case, then yes, I would run up and still, because I love the baseball slide, slide up to next to Siobhan and cast Cure Wounds.
You got it.
So would that take away the magic weapon, though?
Yep,
Would.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's definitely what he would do at that point. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
So let me roll that for you. Nice. You're gonna get 11. back.
Awesome. And then I get a turn.
And then
Yes,
get
you
a
do.
turn.
You do get a turn.
Yeah, and so that's all I have. Yeah, I would actually stand next to her as she came up.
Cool. Are you like helping her up, or
Yeah, I would get her to her feet.
you
Absolutely.
got it?
I think
It is difficult for you
Okay.
as usual. So, but yeah, Siobhan, you get up.
She is pissed, and Alastaire is right there, which means I get me some sneak attack damage as she just goes to town on him with
You
her
got
one
it.
attack.
You do see, like, in this moment, Siobhan, it does take a second for your, like, in that cure wounds, as you're getting up, you'd still notice in horror as you see your foot is actually completely turned around, and it's the last sort of like cracking that you see of that cure wounds happen as it comes back into place, but it is painful and horrific.
She just like lets out a scream of pain as she gets up with Alastaire supporting her and just slashes the blade across this big guy. That's 16 plus 7. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Con 15 saving throw.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Rolled a natural 50.
Okay, so he's not poisoned, but he does take... Wait, I did the math wrong. 24 points of damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's big.
Yeah, that's it. That's all she's gonna do.
Cool. You managed
She's
to
kind
be
of
able to
got
get-
her arm
yeah.
like supporting, like kind of mom body blocking Alastaire, but also leaning on him for support.
Okay, cool. I love it. Yeah, as you dig your knife like right under the ribs of Hothier, you can hear like you hear this like disgusting sort of like squelching sound as you manage to pierce an artery. I'm gearing up my descriptions for Candela, by the way. You hear it yell out a horrible screeching sound as its reaction goes to attack you for a natural 19.
Mhm. She just says, "It's my turn now," as she takes the blow.
Okay.
Can I reaction silvery barbs that?
Yeah, absolutely can.
All right, that's exactly what we're doing.
Just to clarify too, when you said when Alastair said that resources don't matter, that's just for Alastaire, right?
That's just for Alastaire.
That's
Yes, good
what I
question.
thought, too.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
Right. I mean, technically you don't know, but I will tell you meta-wise, yes, it is just because it is
Right.
Alastair's mind.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, just making
Makes
sure.
complete sense.
Also, there was no way for you to figure this out, Alastair, but that was true the entire time. Sorry. Cool. I'm so sorry, Dan. I actually rolled another natural 19.
Jesus
so
Christ.
it's worth a
Nice.
shot.
Very nice.
Nice with the
You
dice.
see the creature like backhand you with the shorter hand, but just manages to kind of knock you so hard into the face that I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Natural 2.
Oh
you
no.
immediately get knocked prone.
Sick.
And oh boy. I mean, it is a boss battle, gangs.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Oh, this music is just so good.
Yeah,
It is.
it's really good.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, I'm down again.
Okay, you got it. No worries.
I stabbed him.
Stop
That
it.
was its. I'll just be honest with you guys. That was its legendary action.
Yes.
That's fair.
Cool. Siobhan, I believe that ends your turn. Io, you're up.
All right. Io's going to use his bonus action to transfer that hex curse onto Hothir first.
I'll give you a luck roll on this. This is pretty.
Okay.
You're dealing with some significant realms, some significant amount of time. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you because how much time does it take for hex to go down?
It says. Wait a second. I think you might be right. Nope. Up to an hour.
Up to an hour. Okay, I'll let you roll for it.
Okay.
Give me a luck roll.
13.
All right, 50-50.
Perfect.
Creature is hex.
And then, you know what's coming next. Io is going to position himself to the point where he'd be shooting a diagonal line towards Hothir to launch him into the blackboard.
Okay, so you're going to position yourself. 5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20. 20 gets you there.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
All right. The first one would be a 10. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
That misses.
And then the other one is a 22.
22 hits.
Perfect. All right. I haven't used you today, so I'm using you now. All right. And then that is 10 points of damage plus the d6 for Hex
Okay.
for a total of 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Cool. And you're sending it back 10 feet?
Yep. And
You
then
got
as he's launching that, he said, "I'm tired of your shit." And that's
As he gets slammed into the desk that he knocked over when he came in, manages to kind of hold himself up, but I will say I'll give you an extra d4 of that, so extra 3 damage. Okay. Has that end your turn?
I'm going to use the remainder of my movement to, if I can vault over that desk, that's what Io would do.
You're already over the desk. Here, I'll give you the.
I was meaning the other side.
Oh, you're wanting to get on over to the
Behind
other side.
it,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Give me an athletics check. This is a slightly tall desk.
Okay, gotcha. Had to be athletics, right?
This
Second.
is legitimately Alastair's desk,
No problem. Oh, come on.
at least in this class.
Yeah. That's what I got to do. All right. And you said athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, actually, never mind. I don't get a +1 to that. That's a -1. All right. That is an 18.
18. Yeah, you managed to be able to move over a desk. You've done some cool desk tricks before in showing off for someone, and you managed to kind of land right on the seat there. I would say for that, giving you. I'll give you a I'll give you half cover.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Cool. So that is a +2 to AC and Dex saving throws.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I guess I could take the sticky off of him now. All right. Does that end your turn?
That does end my turn. Yes.
You got it. Cool. You see. You see. You see nothing. Yeah, I don't think it's going to spend anything here. Okay. That is Io's turn, and now it is Yori's turn.
All right. So Yori starts running directly at it and triggers Giant Smite as he runs. So he starts growing larger and larger as he runs at it. And then he's going to attempt a grapple when he gets next to him. I think there's... he's moving enough to get to the grapple if I turn large there, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Here we go. Ooh, 15.
No luck. You see it. You see you like go to grab it, and you see it takes this large hand and fully spins you around and sends you flying backwards.
Yep.
Is that with his strength hex too?
What is that? What does that entail?
Let me bring it up again here. You place a curse on the target creature within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra d6 necrotic damage. Also, you choose one ability you can. When you cast the spell, the target has disadvantage on the ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Good God, Jesus, Dan, I'm so sorry. Every time you ask, it's exactly the same fucking roll. That's crazy. Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry. Okay, cool. But you feel yourself kind of like being able to kind of be moved back from that space. You're still large. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
You got it. Gwyn, you are up before other Alastaire.
Okay. Gwen is going to... Which one am I? Over on the left?
Yes. Yep.
All right. She's going to head back a little bit behind those rocks. She's going to give other Alastaire like an encouraging little grin as she goes. And she's just going to Eldritch Blast the big guy twice.
Okay. There's no way to get like behind the rocks. I'll say.
Yeah, she just wants to move back as far as she can, really.
You got it. Cool. I'll say as far back as you can. I'll give you one more on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. First one is going to be a 16.
Okay.
And the second one is better, 18.
Sorry. First, these are the attacks.
Yes, sorry, these are the attacks. A 16 and an 18.
You send both of them flying towards this creature, and you see just they seem to do nothing to its hide.
Fantastic. I don't really have anything for a bonus action right now, so I guess that's my turn.
Okay, you got it. So it is now other Alastaire's turn. Other Alastaire is going to use Vortex Warp. To send, just make sure I know how this spell works. Okay, so this is one creature. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's one creature. Does Vortex Warp to bring, I'll say he's smart. Yeah, he's gonna put it behind you, Io, because he saw your potion like dangling on your belt.
I'm sorry, Joe. Can I ask a quick clarifying question?
Sure.
That I just thought of. When the bolts hit him, did it just seem like it didn't make the AC like typical fights, or was it more like the fight against other Alastaire outside where he has?
It was not like. Good question. It was not like the other Alastaire fight.
Just
outside,
wanted to make sure.
Yep. You got it.
Okay.
Good question.
I know Siobhan did damage to him, but that was like not spell attack damage. So
it was still magical though, because my sword's magical.
That's true.
And Io did land a hit with Eldritch Blast too, so
that's true.
She probably would have saw that too.
she though? Just kidding.
Good point. Good point. Low perception. Low perception.
Jeez. Okay, cool. Very action heavy, my friend. That is all that this Alastaire can do at this moment.
Yep.
I'll say he'll take. He'll actually. He's gonna go right here. Actually, he's gonna go right up to you. And say so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna look at you, Alastaire, and go, switch me spots. Just do
Okay.
it. And that is the end of Alastaire's turn. Nalani. Where's Nalani? There he is. Nalani is going to make... he's in a good spot. Oh, kind of. I'll say he'll step out a little bit so he can get a good angle. And is going to fire 2 shots. First one's a natural 19. Second one's a 4. I think at this point he'll probably Action Surge, do as much damage as possible. That second one, the third one misses. And the fourth one misses. Jesus. Okay.
Mitch would have never.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have.
Well, one of them was I think it was a 10 and a 4. I think was basically what I got. It was around what I got. Also, we do remind me, Evan, to let Mitch know this. We did figure out that Nalani was double dipping a little bit. I will say actually,
just a little bit.
Yeah, D&D Beyond really is what screwed up. Not him.
Yep.
So I guess it's really my fault. Okay, cool. He is going to, however, use I think Grasping Arrow. That was on the natural 19 one, so it takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. It is crazy that there is no save on this.
So good.
So that is 8 points of damage just from the Grasping Arrow. This is such a stupid, crazy like. Okay, and hit with this normal. Okay. Ooh, that's a 6. So 12 plus 8 is 20 damage. 20 damage from one single hit out of all of what he did.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Still pretty good.
He is
Okay.
a cannon.
That ends Nalani's turn. It is actually, I will say at this point, he will take a legendary action to attack the nearest creature that he can, which is Yori. Jesus. All right, I'm switching die just in case. Rolled a lot of 19s with that die. I wish I had my dice cam up. That was
You rolled
another
20.
19.
Oh.
That's literally like
That'll
the
do
fourth
it.
19 I've rolled in a row. With a different die too. Crazy. All right. Anyway, sorry. That's not all right. Game. So that is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Okay. This is okay. That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I need a strength saving throw. I apologize, Siobhan. I think I said Constitution, but it is strength saving.
13.
Well, I have a plus
13.
0, so that wouldn't have made a difference for Constitution.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. 13, you are prone. As you are slammed down to the ground, even in your large form. So we hear that
Awesome.
of getting knocked, like right in your armor, just a hit that is so heavy. I think he just launches a straight punch at you. It just hits you so hard, it knocks the wind out of you, and you fall right to the ground, which causes another sort of You are so big. Okay, now it is Hothir's actual turn. You see Hothir kind of turns and grunts at the Alastairs. And you, Alastair, you start to see figures start to form around this place. I jumped the gun a little bit. These figures are actually supposed to be here. Alastair, I'd say the one that's closest to you, you notice a guard with a very burnt, a huge burn mark on his head that like covers over the whole side of his face. You know exactly who this guard is. Looking over, you see, I legitimately forget the name, but your high school bully. Or no, sorry, that was the other guard, but it was also your high school bully.
Yeah.
That was there. I will say that is not the only one that is here as well. Actually, I'll give it to you. Alastair, go roll me a perception check as you see 1, 2, and you're looking for 3.
Uh, 13.
13?
Yep, 13.
All right, you don't see it. Cool. So that is what Hothir does as part of his turn. Second turn, he is going to take another swing downward at Yori, trying to put him further in the ground. Let's see, he has advantage on this.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right. These are a little heavier as they're actually his turn attacks. Oh my gosh. That's okay. That is 26 points of damage.
Charge me up.
Love it. Cool. And that will end his turn. Back to the top of the order. It is Alastair.
Okay. You said I am action heavy. Sorry, Yori's prone right now?
Yes.
All right. Can it would be an action to help him up, correct?
It would be yes, it would be to help him up. I legitimately don't remember. I'll just roll for it for the sake of time. No, bonus action.
Okay. Then I will help Yori up.
You got it.
And then on the other side, behind Hothir, you'll see some of the tiles on the floor spring up, and I'll cast catapults.
Okay.
So just do this here. So 9 plus 8 minus 5, so 14.
14. 14 is to hit.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, you see the rocks that you pull up, or the tiles that you pull up, go, and you see him just one after the other, just like knocking. I realize you guys can't see me. Knocking them out with his arms as they're just glancing off of. This is a thick boy. Okay. Anything else?
And then if I have any movement left after helping Yori up, I would step behind Yori.
Okay. And you remember that Alastair is like telling you like switch me.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, switch places with him, I guess.
You got it. And I'll say he was holding his movement because I can do what I want because I'm the DM. Especially when it works in your guys' favor. Why are you complaining? Just kidding. Okay. Sweet. All right, Siobhan, give me that death saving throw, please.
That's a 9.
Okay.
9.
That is one failure. You do have Io right in front of you, but so. Okay. Io, it is your turn.
Well, you know what he did the first turn. That's exactly what we're doing with his action. Potion right down that throat. And only thing is this time you only heal for 6 points.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. Then you see Io slap a wet hand on the ground as right behind Hothier, a tentacle emerges with its bonus action.
You got it.
And you know what that tentacle's gonna do?
Do it. I don't remember, but I remember it was cool.
No problem.
I made it cool.
You did, and I always have the rules on that pulled up for that exact reason. Oof. This might not be cool because that's only a 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
You see the tentacle kind of wrap around, and you see wrap around that same arm, and you see instead of pulling Hothier, you see Hothier pull it in. As he will now try to use it as a weapon. You did try to attack him actually, so does that end your turn?
That does end my... yes, that ends my turn because I don't have any bonus actions left.
Cool. We'll say RP wise, you see wraps his arm around that tentacle and sends the tentacle itself it doesn't move from its spot, so it's actually really gross. I think what you see is you see Hothier rip it out of the ground as it breaks off in a certain place, and you see there's this bluish green blood that splurts everywhere as it uses it to slam into Yori again. Yori, you just managed. It's a good thing you were up because you just managed to kind of duck under that first that only hit, I believe, with a 13 to hit.
Yeah, I mean AC 17.
You got it. Cool. For the record, you see another one kind of come up and take its place.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have that. It does have that tentacle wrapped around its fist.
Yeah. Yori just looks back at Io, just like.
It's a good thing you dodged that.
Just giving him weapons.
Cool. All right. Yori, you're up.
All right. Yeah. He's just gonna take 2 big swings at this guy.
You got him.
All right. First one is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, good, because so many things are going to happen. So here's the regular damage. Oh, 2 4s, so that's 13. And then I get a 6 from being a giant. Only another 1, so 13, 14. And then I'm going to use the fire rune. So that's another, and probably all this mitigated anyway, but what is it? 2d6. And it has to, and then there's a strength saving throw to be restrained. So it's DC 13 strength saving throw. So.
And disadvantage on that. Disadvantage?
Oh yeah, disadvantage. Good call. Thank you. Rolled higher.
Damn it.
22. Yeah, and then he's going to use. What do I have?
He did 23 damage so far.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and then he's going to use let's see. Yeah, it's 35 would be 7 times 3 is another 21, so 23 plus 21 is 44. All of the charges he can in his armor to charge that with another, I think, whatever that was, fire
44
damage.
total.
Yeah, 44 total. And like 30 of it, I think, was fire damage. I'd have to look at it. Yeah, 44 total. Yeah, as all of the damage that's been done to him and his armor is just glowing brightly at this point, flows down into the maul as he swings it and goes straight into, the guy.
Hell
That is
yes.
awesome.
Wow.
I'm writing this down.
Yes.
It's hurt.
And then he attacks again, because
Okay.
2 attacks. So the second one is 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And does another 13 damage. And that is almost the end of the turn. Unless, wait, hold on. I need to see if the fire rune is a bonus action to activate, or if you just activate when you hit. Nope,
think
it's
it's-
just invoked. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
invoked. So then I'm going to use my bonus action to inspire Nalani. So I'm giving him a die of bardic inspiration. I think he's just inspired by how cool that was.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
all are.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
and that's my turn.
Awesome. I'll say in that that massive hit, you see it like kind of just get rocked back, move a back foot, and I'll say, I mean, it depends on what you guys see, but the camera kind of zooms in on the other Alastaire, who actually looks kind of like shocked at that. He has spent some time with Hothir. He has not seen anything that has made it react in that way. I think he just turns to you and says, "It's okay, we're close." And in response of that, you see he actually turns his back, looks at you, and goes, "We're gonna get this. We're gonna do it." And you see the tentacle itself get wrapped around him. As you see, just for a split second, he looks up at you with just total fear in his eyes, as he gets pulled back and slammed into the ground. He already. For 13 points of damage. Actually, no, 17 points of damage. You've broken through the next part. Okay, it is. So that was Yori's turn. It is now Gwyn's turn.
All right, she's just going to keep trying what she was doing before. She's just gonna 2 Eldritch Blasts because right now the time for talking is kind of over.
You got it. I'll say just before you do that, go ahead and roll me a perception check. I know it's hard, but I do want to give it to you.
That's sorry, perception -2 is 11.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
continue.
Okay, so 2 Eldritch Blasts. The first one is going to be a 23, Hit.
23 hits. Yes,
and the second one is going to be a 22 to hit.
that also hits. Very nice.
All right, so that's going to be a total of, what's my bonus there? So 11 points on the first one, and 9 points for the second one, as just sparkling black inky tendrils just slam him back. Well, they don't physically slam him back because they don't have the thing Io does, but
Okay. I forgot to do this, but I also got pulled in and is prone. Okay, so both hits happen. You see him use, I believe, his last legendary action to once again slam into now Alastaire, other Alastaire, with advantage, as Alastaire's very much failed his strength saving throw. 18 to hit. Yes, that hits.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've broken through the mold here. That is 14. That is 18 points of damage. Alastaire is still up. He's had the same amount of HP that. Well, actually, I don't know. Was there something that changed on that?
No.
What's his normal HP? Is it what is on your sheet as the max?
51.
51. Okay, great. Cool. Yeah. So he's still breathing. He's still doing okay. But that definitely hurt. Okay. That was Gwen's turn. It is now Alastair himself's turn. Now, Alastair, on your turn.
Did Nalani go?
Nalani's after Wait, I'm sorry. That was.
It's other Alastair.
Sorry,
Oh, other
it was
Alastair.
Other
Okay.
Alastair's turn. No, it's okay. I actually also forgot. Let me make sure I make a mark. There. Thank you. Other Alastair is going to GTFO. Maybe. You know what? I think in this moment, he's not going to. He's going to get up, and you see the other Alastair, who is behemoth by this thing. It's standing well above, I think like 4 or 5 feet above it. You see him just standing straight up to him, and he is going to he's going to do something. Okay. So he knows this creature inside and out. So you see him kind of like look at Yori, who is also larger than him, and just say like, I think he says just, all right, whew, let me make it easier for you. Okay, big guy. And what you all see is nothing. But the only thing you see is a natural reaction from Hothier as he starts swatting and writhing at something that is not there. As you see him actually get like knocked back in the stomach, as it is as he is casting Phantasmal Force. And Hothier is being attacked by the one thing that Hothier would be scared of, and that's himself. Oh, baby, he's close. So just for the record, Phantasmal Force, target use action. The target's effective by spell, a target treats Phantasm as a real target wrestles and examines target. It has a creative to appear. Okay. I guess I thought that inebriated him, but it just means he takes consistent damage. Right? Am I reading that wrong? You're trying your turn. Deal 1d4.
Yeah, no, they just. Yeah.
Cool. I will say, for the sake of this spell, because once again, I can do what I want on the DM, I will say you have advantages on attacks, as it is foreseeing another Hothier that it is fighting right now. Cool. Now it's Nalani's turn. Bardic Inspiration. I'm doing a lot of work for you guys.
When other Alastair says that and then casts it, Yori just looks over to him with like a big familiar smile and just says, "Thanks, Al."
Oh man. Okay, cool. He beams with pride under the cracked lips of that are bleeding through right now.
If you want to roll Nalani's attacks, I will. Something other than death saving
absolutely.
throws.
Go for it, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Siobhan, you're back up.
You're up.
Yeah. You recovered 6 hit points.
Yeah. I'll say go ahead and roll the 2 attacks. And you're adding 9
fuck.
to these.
Not plus 11?
Not plus 11.
But you
Plus
can use
9.
Bardic too if you need it.
Well, I mean, that's a natural 18, so.
So you're probably good.
You're good. First one hits.
So that's a 7 plus 6.
13.
13. And then that's a natural 15 for a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Oh wow, that's an 8. So that's 8 plus 6. So that's 14 points of damage.
Oh, I should have done sharpshooter.
I should have, yeah.
That's all right.
That was fun. I got to do
Oh
something.
man.
Nice
did great.
job, Melanie.
Very
Yay.
good job, Milani. Where's your... Oh, this is not...
Archers are
Oh, Mitch, you're very mean to me, making me have to play your character right now. It takes 2 hits for the first time on each turn. It moves 1 foot or more. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it is not moved, so it's not taking any damage. Okay, cool. All right, that is the end of Nalani's turn. I assume it is now. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be able to attack have legendary actions right now with the idea of this attack. However, I will say on its turn, it is going to try to figure this out for what it is.
That's right. Yeah, can do. Yeah.
I'll say DC is 16. Okay, this creature is not especially intelligent. Oh my gosh, it's really not intelligent. For the record, for the stat block that I'm using, doesn't really necessarily apply. What do you normally do for Hothir's intelligence?
I think it's set at -3 right now, but disadvantage. Yeah.
All right, cool. So it's still... That's a nat 1. Amazing. I'm going to say with a nat 1, it spends its entire turn trying to fight this thing that does not exist. You are spending your time probably just like ducking in and out from the wild swings that it's making, not on you. Holy shit. Okay. And that one's a nat 1. Back to the top of the order. It is now Alastaire. Alastaire, before your turn comes, though, you actually see the burned guard come up to you. And just basically kind of fully gets in your face and just starts asking why, as you are now, I'll say anything you're doing is with disadvantage.
Okay. Can I get a look at how bad Hothir looks, or what,
Really bad.
Okay. Great. Can I get within 10 feet of Siobhan? Siobhan is up, right?
Siobhan is not physically up, but she's conscious.
conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I want to get within 10 feet of Siobhan.
Yep.
And I'll yell out, "Do you trust me?"
Yes.
Great. I will cast Vortex Warp, and you'll see just swirls come up underneath Hothir. And I want to plant him right in between Siobhan and I, with him facing me.
Amazing.
In between Siobhan and you, with him facing you.
Yep.
Okay. You said you want to be within 10 feet, right? So you wanted a space for him to be...
In between us, yeah.
Love it. I'll just put you there. That's fine. Okay, cool. Actually, there is a save on this.
There is a save. It is a dexterity save.
And I'll say it's a straight roll, as the you had to do something with a disadvantage on your part. I was gonna make you do like a wisdom saving throw, but then I was like, this is like it's too much. We'll just make it easy. That is a 13.
Does not save.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. See him transferred. And is facing you. I will say in that vortex warp, I imagine also for this scene, he does not. I will say that Phantasmal Force does not follow him. He is looking right at you. You see in this moment, Siobhan, you better hit this thing, or else this is not going to be nearly as cool. But you see this thing just growling in Alastaire's face, and I'll say you see a hand go up and like. Actually, it's very tricky for it to do it, but actually, like, specifically goes and tries to grab Alastaire by the neck. That's its legendary action as it does that. Siobhan, it is your turn.
That's a 18 plus 7, 25.
Cool. You see
Constitution
as
15
Alastaire is
saving
about.
throw.
Okay. Alastaire is about to. You might do it here, but don't tell me just yet. I want to give this some room here. You see, Alastaire is lifted off the ground by the neck from this creature, looking at how ridiculous this looks, as if it's almost probably like only really using 2 fingers to kind of hold your neck up. As he's pulling it closer to your face, and you know, like, it's very clear to the camera, to everyone involved, that Hothier would not take very much for him to just snap Alastaire's neck right now. Siobhan, you just go and tell me what your damage was, or tell me what you do.
21 points of damage as she uses half her movement to stand up, and I think from the crouch she kind of leaps up and just drives the short sword through his neck from the back, like soldier's executioner style down the spine.
You have done this so many times. It sounds like I am making this up. So I challenge anyone who's watching this to go ahead and do the math that I have done on this creature, the amount of damage that you've done, which is exactly the amount you needed. Siobhan, please tell me how you end this thing.
Oh my god. She like I said, she jumps up in the air and she just drives the short sword straight down to the hilt, like straight down its spine. And just as it's falling, she's probably crying, remembering the like long period of torture she endured with this thing, and just saying, "It's my turn now." That she's bringing it down.
You full on rogue style. You attack this thing from its back. You drive it down in deep. You hear it kind of like crying out. As it is reaching back wildly for you. Alastaire, you get flung to the other like side of the room, way past these like ghostly images of the people that you have caused pain. For the record, there was that was I forgot his name now.
I remember he had a girl's name. That's all I remember.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
The bully. That's what I thought.
The orc.
Oh.
What's the orc's name? Siobhan, your orc. Timur. That was Timur on there.
Okay.
So as you get flung, you get flung into the wall, you see the other images kind of like move around you and start to kind of disappear. As Siobhan, you feel like you need to give this one more last twist to be able to kind of kill this thing for good.
I imagine she's going a little hysterical, and she's just going to keep stabbing it and crying it until someone pulls her off of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to give you a line, but you're not there. Yeah, you're just straight on just...
I can imagine he did a number on her before, and she is not mentally at all.
Absolutely, yeah. You just keep stabbing as the rest of you... as the rest of you are noticing, immediately as soon as this creature goes down, you see everything else start to glitch out like crazy. You see rocks start to kind of crumble down. You see Alastaire turn to Alastaire and go, okay, this is it. You're going to wake up. I am sorry. I'll help you find him. If you let me, please.
I'll just walk over and embrace him.
Okay. As you embrace the version of yourself, the rest of you see see these rocks start to crumble. Everyone except for Siobhan, who is still continuously slicing at this thing. Gwen, actually, Io, you're the closest one there. Io, you see Siobhan is not letting up. You're not sure where to go, but you know that that's not it.
Mm-hmm. Shiv, we gotta go now. And then as he's saying this, he's actually telekinetic pulling her, so that way she's feeling some other kind of force on her.
You got it. Siobhan, if you're okay with that, just working in this scene.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Io, you pull a screaming Siobhan, who is still just stabbing at something with her knife. And in this moment, Gwen, you see from their side, you look at them as... sorry, I'm not Gwen. You see from your side, you look at Io and Siobhan as you take a step forward, and you see a giant piece of the ceiling come down and smash at the place of where they were, excuse me.
Where they were. Okay. She's just gonna yell, "Run to the Alastairs!" and she's gonna head that way too.
You got it. Cool. Let's have some fun with it. Go ahead and make me a deck save.
Makes sense. That's a natural 1.
Fantastic.
Oh my God.
Run to Alastair. You trip on the first step that you take.
Yep,
You
100%.
fall down. I'm gonna say your book goes like flying out, and you army crawl over to grab it. Your diary, excuse me, to grab it. As Nalani sees another rock kind of, and you see Nalani in that instance go to kind of reach out, and another rock falls down. So it is just the two Alastairs. Alastair kind of just pulls away from this and goes, okay, it's time to wake up, Black. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What? Oh no.
Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
I'm spent.
Oh boy.